So after you've made your choice as to whether you're going to play acoustic guitar or electric guitar, how do you go about choosing an instrument? There are a few things that you might want to consider. I would say for the most part, you should choose an instrument that is at least at what we might call a professional standard of quality. It should have good working parts. It should be able to stay in tune. A cheaper instrument might not sound as full and as rich as an instrument that might be a little bit more expensive. My advice would be to sit down with the instrument. I know these days you can buy a lot of things online. My advice would be to try and get an instrument that you can sit down and physically play, and that you can actually tell to some degree, even if you are a beginner, that it actually feels like a good instrument. Now, you should, of course, love the instrument that you're going to play. Above and beyond the fundamental sort of physical quality of the instrument, the cosmetics or the aesthetics are entirely up to you. If you decide that you want to play a guitar that's green glow paisley, and that's the instrument that actually inspires you to practice every day, then that should be your choice of instrument. Just be careful not to sacrifice quality for the aesthetics. My advice would be to be in the room, play the guitar, like it. I would say maybe from the $150 to $250 price range might be a good starting point. You can certainly spend a lot more money, but if your budget is an issue, then I would say you can find a decent instrument these days for around $150 to $250, both in the electric guitar and the acoustic guitar arena. One other thing to consider is whether or not you're left-handed or right-handed when it comes to playing guitar. Usually, right-handed guitars are oriented in this way. I fret with my left hand, and I pick the strings with my right hand, fingers or with a pick. If you're left-handed, they do make left-handed guitars that are positioned more like that, exactly the opposite. And so maybe that's one thing you might want to consider in your choice of instrument. When it comes to electric guitars, depending on the guitar that you get, the actual physical cut might be different. So that's the consideration. If you're a left-handed guitar, usually for the electric guitar, you do need to get a left-handed instrument, whereas with acoustic guitar, sometimes you can get the same instrument and you can get it modified, and you can get the strings changed around for your left-handed fingering and fretting.